Every Resident Evil game, some guy turns himself into a horrific monster to kill the heroes. What's their plan if they win? Be a giant monster thing forever? Well, I think the overall plan of most of, like, for instance, this guy right here in particular, if they win, or his boss, Wesker, wins, everyone on Earth is going to look like this in one way or another, so he's like, screw it! Why not? Let's go for it, dude! By the way, if you have a buddy, and you guys were really looking for a fun game to play, please play Resident Evil 5. It's so freaking good. I love it. The plant Pokemon. Throw leaves and seeds at the opponent's Pokemon. The water Pokemon. It'll moisten the enemy and blow bubbles at them. The fire Pokemon. Freaking incinerates its enemies with blazing hot flames. Wow, what a difficult decision to make. Wow, someone's a little biased. I want Squirtle to blow bubbles at my enemies and watch them die. Meet Autistic Girl. She's just like me, OMG. Really into sci-fi? Okay. Go on date. She keeps talking about internet stuff. Touch on anime. She suddenly asks, what is a is it husbando? Husbando? It doesn't matter. And if it's like a male waifu? Yeah. Says her first one was General Grievous and how super cool he was. Conversation derails. Reveals to me she has a robot fetish and wishes she could change her body to be taller and stronger and prettier. Like a robot or just in general? What do I do now? That was super awkward and I have no way to respond. Sounds like that's a you problem, for sure. She's out there living her best life, and you're complaining about how awkward the situation was on 4chan? Come on! What's your daily routine look like? Here's mine. Rise, piss, finish pissing, and brush teeth with activated charcoal, not toothpaste. Okay. Cold shower, below freezing. Step out of shower and shake body like a dog. Arrive at gym and ingest 700 milligrams of caffeine and eat whole chicken alive. Lift, full body, 40 sets and 2 half reps. Send a bomb threat to an orphanage. Clock into shift at my job, the gym. Ignore customers and lift. Full body, 40 sets of 2 half reps. Clock out of work, bomb orphanage. Arrive home and speed read Dr. Seuss books. Dinner, green tea and a pack of cigarettes. Listen to AMR and Edge for 3 hours. Play chess against the man that lives in my walls. Screw bitches, several. Go for a midnight run. Chasing women. Edge for 3 hours. Boiling hot shower. Sleep. God damn, you sleep for 5 minutes a day? You are a monster! I mean, for real though, look at that shit. Be me, 29-year-old, virgin. Somehow I got herpes. I hate my life. It's over. I don't know much about herpes, but that seems a bit sus, right? Dude, it's not like other shooters. It opens with a train ride. Then you stand around and listen to people talk. This is the future. Did boomers really piss and shit and fart their pants over this slop? I mean, it wasn't the boomers, I don't think. I think it was the millennial kids. Wait, because was it 99, 98 that this originally came out? Would have been a mix. But not the boomers, would have been Gen X and some baby millennials. Sorry, at that point, we could have had like 18-year-old millennials or something. It doesn't really matter, regardless. I like that. I like that. Yo, this is the future. Complains about the first like 20, 30 minutes of the game, maximum, when the game's like 8 to 10 hours, minimum. Dude, what the fuck are you complaining about? Whoa, it opens with a train ride, and then you listen to people talk, and then actually the game goes off the rails and gets crazy. What are you complaining about? That a game had an intro? Like they all do? Never met a funny German person. Your women must be freaking bored to death. Okay, want to hear a funny joke? An Englishman and an American go into a bar. It was a gay bar. Wait a minute. What are you trying to say, pal? Sit down and watch my boyfriend play. He's a healer. Yo, healer's actually the most alpha class. Without you, the entire group would fail. You're keeping everyone alive. Well, that and tank. I guess it depends on what game you're playing. But in my experiences going dungeoneering or instancing, whatever you want to call it, in WoW when I was a kid, yeah, healer, absolutely. But also, without your tank, the hunter better have a hell of a pet. Oh, that's all I'm saying, man. Graduate. Get new job at $80K a year. Bro, I'm rich! Get first check. Feds and state take $1,000. Calculate everything. Government takes almost half my money. Get a used car and cheap apartment. Car and rent take almost everything else of my income. Do I work just to feed the machine? What's the point of getting a high-paying job? Screw this shit. Wait, where in the hell do you screwed something up. If 50% of your paycheck when you're making only $80,000 a year, 50%? Dude, I think I pay like 16%. And I'm self-employed. What in the actual shit are you doing wrong? You're doing something, dude. And then, Farty Poop 69 did the unthinkable. Poopstain55 would go on for the next 5 years. Then a simple Discord message from Furboy XXX changed everything. Now, using the PP poo poo strat, I can't even freaking read that. Finally shaved 2 frames off the word record. Who watches this shit? A lot of people. Are you a little envious? A lot of people watch those. Hell, when one of these drops, my whole house gets reverent and silent and throws it up on the TV because these people are crazy, but in an awesome way, all right? Now tell me the bank account. Wait, what are you doing? Mr. Bond, stop coming! Stop coming. Literally impossible. Oh, come, Mr. Bond. You disappoint me. I don't think that's how the movie went. I don't know how to say that name. Andras Toma? Hungarian? Be drafted into World War II. Get captured near Krakow by Russians. So, be ill, so they send you to a hospital in Russia. None of the Russian doctors know Hungarian, and think that you're just speaking gibberish. Be sent to a mental hospital. Stay there for decades without any conversation. Eventually, a Slovakian comes around and recognizes that you're speaking an actual language. Finally get released in 2000. Is this real? Because that's one of the scariest fucking things I've ever read in my goddamn life. Microsoft came crawling back. EA came crawling back. Ubisoft came crawling back. Square Enix came crawling back. Activision came crawling back. Blizzard came crawling back. Convinced Sony to put their games on PC. Now, direct competitor is hit with layoffs. Is he becoming too powerful? Look, I hate monopolies as much as the next guy. Steam is unfortunately something I love, and whenever a game exclusively comes out on another platform, I bitch about it, alright? Alan Wake 2's not releasing on Steam, at least not for the first year or whatever. I am going to play it. I will buy it on that other platform, but when it eventually comes out on Steam, I will be buying it and only playing it there forever. You know, it sucks. It does. I totally understand. Valve is starting to get a little too big for its britches with Steam, man. Just a pinch. But, to be as fair as possible, they're the only ones to have done it really, really well. Everyone else is I don't know, man. Pirate game. Dev literally loses money due to a single install tax. Well, what's your argument now? Not my problem. Yeah! Watch news, Taylor Swift. Go on YouTube, Taylor Swift. Go on Reddit, Taylor Swift. Go on 4chan, Taylor Swift. What kind of psyop even is this? Why are all the wealthiest and most powerful organizations in the world all working in unison to promote Taylor Swift? I don't know, she had a movie that just came out. Maybe they were all doing it so that, you know, they would go see the movie. I think it's made $40 million so far, and it's been out for 1 day, so I'd say that's pretty successful, and the psyop worked. How do people have casual sex? Invited to drinks with coworker. She's a 40-year-old... Oh, you're one of those guys. Get drinks and have a good time. We screw. Post-nut clarity hits and realize what I'm doing. Bros, how do people have casual sex? It feels so wrong. I didn't even really enjoy it, and I'm filled with regret. Definitely going back to voluntary... Wait, what? Some people can handle having casual sex. That's totally normal. Some people can't. You're one of those people that just doesn't like it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you need somebody who is, I don't know, a long-term partner. You have to have that romantic attraction in order to really enjoy the act and not feel weird afterwards. That's normal, dude. It's also totally fine to be the opposite. Nothing wrong with either of these things. Just get yourself a significant other, right? Be me. Ask girl out on date last Friday. She says yes. Meeting up next Saturday. Everything is fine. Gay best friend finds out. Gets super mad and storms out of room when he finds out. Time skip to today. Gay guy keeps whispering to the girl when he thinks I'm not looking. She didn't text me for the entire weekend when she used to text me every day. Tried talking to her. Gay guy interjects himself in our conversation. Ask the girl to go see something with him real quick. Leaves me just sitting alone. How does one beat up a gay guy without being homophobic or any other response to getting rid of a jealous gay guy? How does one beat up a gay guy without being... Do you have homophobia in your heart? Because it doesn't feel like, this guy's gay. It feels like, this guy's being a dick and ruining my chances at something. That's a little different. However, I don't think you should be kicking anybody's ass. Just, don't do that. Don't do that. But it's clear she's got a toxic ass best friend for sure. I don't know why he rejected my humble request for his daughter's hand in marriage, honey. You called my dad Mr. Vietnamese man. What? Hello, Mr. Vietnamese man. I'd love to marry your daughter because we've been dating for 2 years. I'll be very good to her and will take care of you and your wife, if you need it, when you age. May I have your blessing? Will this work? She throats dick like it's better than oxygen and rides like she's trying to break a record. Okay. You're gonna give the guy silver? Call him hello, Mr. Vietnamese man. And the only reason you want to marry this person is because they're good at the sex. Trust me, you're gonna want more. You're gonna want a lot more than that out of somebody you're gonna be spending your freaking life with, Dingleberry. Hey, Anon, wanna get drinks after work? It's my birthday tomorrow, let's have drinks. I could really go for a drink right now. Drinks on the weekend, bro? Let's go out for a drink. Drinks, 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 drinks. What the hell is wrong with normies? What's wrong with normies? Well, it's that there's a giant liquor complex in the United States. I mean, in a lot of places, sure. Everybody's at least borderline alcoholic because we all work ourselves to death for $2 an hour. That's what's wrong with the normies, okay? And alcohol is dirt cheap and you can buy it almost anywhere. And unfortunately, it feels nice to be tipsy, you dipshit. Okay? We're all living in a hellscape right now. And it sucks that alcohol is there because it is not good. Be me. Have a divorced, emotionally stunted parents. Okay? Grown up to be the same. Fast forward to having a son. Love him to death, but can't bring myself to say it to his face. He kept complaining about being bullied at school. Told him to man up and defend himself. One day waiting to pick him up, 4 to 5 kids pushed him and start curb stomping him. I ran out with a killing intent in my eyes. The bullies were scared and ran away. I heard my son calling me from behind. The kid on the curb isn't mine. He thanked me and went away. Dad, you thought that was me? I went silent, still shaking with rage. Silent the whole way home. Parked my car and he hugged me. I knew you cared about me. I love you, Dad. I love you too, son. He waved at me while going inside. Cried like a bitch on my way to work. My wife called me crying with joy because of how happy my son was. I was screwed up by my parents, but I'll never do the same to my kids. That is the best thing you can go for as a parent. Whatever horrible shit you know you endured, whether your parents meant it or not, because let's face it, they don't always mean to be dicks or do things that cause trauma. It's up to you to figure out a way not to pass that down. The cycle of abuse and trauma stops with you. Why did my boyfriend have a breakdown? Mommy issues? Arguing with boyfriend. He looks completely unfazed. Looks totally chill. I scream louder. He responds calmly and looks like he doesn't care or gives no reaction. I realize I'm being a bad girlfriend. Go to hug him and say I love him. He breaks down in tears. Never seen him cry so much before. He apologizes for what he did and says he feels awful. Is crying for the next 4 to 5 hours. I calm him down in the end. Why did he just have a breakdown after I hugged him? Even when I shoved him and screamed. He had no reaction and honestly looked like he didn't care. Well, the mommy issues thing, you could be onto something there. Oh, man, yeah. You know, also it doesn't help that regardless, for the most part, growing up a boy in today's society, no one shows you love or care. You are told that that's gay. And also, a lot of parents out there still say that gay is bad for some reason. I don't know why we're living in, medieval times, back when we thought witches were real, but here we are. It sucks. We're not treated the same way at all, and whenever we do have an emotional problem, Dad says quit being a and go lift some weights. Something like that. Not literally lifting weights, but that's still unfortunately the way it is. Boys have to like blue, and they can't be emotional or they're gay. That's it. Mom works for a cleaning firm. She works in my campus. She sees me with my friends and waves at me. I ignore her. Come home. She asked me why I didn't wave back. I said I didn't see her. Actually, it's because I'm embarrassed of her, but I'm too much of a to say it to her. Okay, yeah. Am I a bad guy? You are a bit of an asshole, yeah. Are you ashamed of your mom because she cleans stuff for a living? She provided you your life by cleaning stuff? I mean, she might have had other jobs here and there, whatever. But I do find it really pathetic to look down on your parents who do clearly care about you, in this case your mom, and has worked a long-ass life to get you to, I would assume you said campus, are you in college or something like that? She got you there, dude. She got you there. And it's just really, really pathetic when people look down on someone else because of the job they do, especially if it got you to where you are today. Be one of the most well-received games of the early 2010s. Be one of the better-written stories in video games. Fast forward 10 years. Dead series. It's only legacy as advancing tech for SFM. What happened? Well, I can only speak for my experience, because BioShock 1, 2, and Infinite, goddamn fantastic. Love those games, and I'm really, really excited, although incredibly afraid, that I heard that 2K is thinking about making another. Although, the spiritual successor, Judas, I think it's called, seems pretty interesting. Regardless, in my experience, as cool as BioShock Infinite is, what we were going to get looked way, way better, okay? Now, the game was a success both critically and commercially, as far as I know, for sure. But I don't know, man. It's hard to go back. The end of that story almost felt like a bit of a cop-out. It was probably the same ending they were going with originally, but I don't know. If you look up the video, the BioShock Infinite we almost got, or the BioShock Infinite we didn't get, or whatever it's called, you'll see what I'm saying. Every time I watch that video, I get a little bit more sad. Memory cards and old games. He plays GTA 3 first, says it sucks. Plays Vice City, says it sucks. Plays San Andreas, says, why am I black? Also says it sucks. Even loaded up my old 360 because he wanted to try GTA 4. Says it sucks and everything looked pea-colored. Yeah, okay. Grounded him for a week and spent all his GTA Online money by constantly switching the same buildings so he can't sell any cars to get money back. That sucks, doesn't it, little... Oh, I just moved images, and I was wondering where the rest of this was. Son plays GTA Online all the time, hasn't even done the story mode, just plays the online mode, loves GTA Online so much he managed to get $200 million without me having to buy him a single stupid card. One day, he asks me what the old GTAs were like. Yeah. If you don't have the nostalgia, or you don't have... Well, yeah, I know, it's really all in nostalgia, so if you're a kid growing up and all you've ever known is online GTA 5... It's really tough to have them go back to jankier titles from 20 plus years ago. It's really difficult because, of course, they're not really going to resonate with it the same that you did. Have girlfriend of 5 years, kindest person I've ever met, consider wifing, make sure to support her whenever she has problems. Have emotional problem, she notices. Are you okay? No, not really. Oh, sits on couch and plays with phone. No kind words, no hug, no nothing. This is cold. I thought you guys were just getting unlucky with women. I can't believe years of a relationship isn't worth even basic help when you feel bad. What do I even do here? Is this normal for women? I can safely say it is not. It's all nuanced, man. None of this is black and white. And if there is a serious problem going on here, and, you know, your story being 100% believed, it sounds like there's a bit of a serious issue. What you should probably do is say, hey, we're going to talk about this real quick, because I'm not having a good day, and you don't seem to be able to, I don't know, put forth any effort to at least hear me out, listen to me, like I do for you. It's totally normal to speak to the person you've been in a very long-term relationship with. I know it's difficult and can be a little bit scary, especially when you want to bring up problems, but you gotta do it. You really do. Especially if you've considered wifing this girlfriend of yours. Can you imagine never, ever, ever... I'm not trying to flip it and make it your fault. That's not what I'm trying to do here. We don't even know who you are. I'm just saying, why don't women ever give emotional support? They do. They do. Don't worry, man. Hang in there. If she is half of what you say she is, then she'll understand when you bring it up. Be me, 29, autistic. Good with numbers and science facts. Doom scrolling YouTube shorts one night. Did you know the clitoris has 8,000 nerve endings? Alright, file that one away. Strikes and my team's doing a quiz on Zoom to keep in touch after work. Quizmaster's young. I see. Blonde cutie that everyone simps over. Question for all you boys now, she says with a cheeky smile. How many nerves are in the clitoris? My time to shine. Shout out 8,000. Everyone looks surprised. Really looks uncomfortable. Yeah, Anon gets the point. Swiftly moves on. Months later, find out coworkers are now mocking me, calling me master of the clitoris. That's not fair on their part, okay? Although, I can totally see how you being way too over the top enthusiastic and weird about it might have made people uncomfortable. However, if you just went, I heard this once, 8,000. Cool. If they're uncomfortable with something like that, then it was a setup to try and screw with somebody, and they're all kind of mean, aren't they? Dating a Filipino girl in my 20s. She sits me down in the kitchen. Her mom comes in from the bathroom with 3 jars. White boys always lose hair. We put a stop to it. Girlfriend holds my hand. Mom opens the first jar. White like Elmer's glue. Rubs contents all through my hair. Feels like liquid silk. She talks to daughter in Tagalog. Opens second jar, dark green with texture like lotion, dips her finger in, rubs it along my hairline. A few minutes pass as they talk in a language I can't understand. Girlfriend gets up and rinses my hair off in the sink. Her mom opens the last jar, pulls out a scoop with her finger. It's like honey consistency but red. Tells me to open up, rubs it all over my tongue. Tastes like copper and salt. Holds my face and tells me not to swallow yet. It's disgusting. Girlfriend brings me water and I drink it. Hair has been perfect ever since. I don't know what the hell happened or what any of that crap was, but it worked. Wait, were you losing your hair? You were currently in the process of losing your hair and they cured it with a bunch of goop? I'd like to know more about this so I can stop taking hair drugs to keep mine. Be me, Canadian, tired of seeing Indians everywhere? Go to Japan for a change of scenery? Walk into hotel? Hello, my name is Rakesh. How may I help you, sir? Maybe you should chill the hell out, freak. Game is supposed to be dystopian. Your average third world gangbanger has access to better and faster healthcare than anyone who's currently alive. Your average third world junkie has better education and technical prowess than most modern engineers. Aging? Solved. Even if you're a third world gangbanger. Illness? No such thing. Right to bear arms? Yep. Explain to me how CP77 isn't a utopia without using phrases like corporations are bad. Well, they are, though. You can't just brush corporations owning everything away because, you know what? You're right. Let's give ourselves a cyberpunk utopia. Wagey thread? Be me. Work at McDonald's and don't talk to anyone. On fryers one day when coworker approaches me. Hey, Anon, what's fresh? Nothing much, how about you? He was on break and wanted some chicken. Damn it. Boomers be like, ah ha 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 ha, they're singing a song in a car? Oh my Reagan, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Margaret, get in here. These gentlemen are singing a song in a car. How old were these boomers when this movie came out? There are plenty of movies I can think of right now off the top of my head that I thought were great when I was a kid that I can recognize are dumb and stupid and terrible, but I still love them. And really, this scene is the one you point to being incredibly unfunny and stupid. There's a lot in that movie you could point to, man. Come on. Jimmy, I know you spent countless sleepless nights studying for the bar exam, but you're not a real lawyer because you're just not, okay? What the hell was his problem? I don't know who that is. The EmKay horror game released at what should have been the tail end of the indie horror craze, spawned giant franchise because Markiplier plays your game, single-handedly destroy indie horror by dumbing it down for babies, also popularized throwing unnecessary lore in so theory channels can give free advertising. Well, that was a genius move. Look at what it did for their brand. The movie comes out in like a week and a half. Play a role in the formation of modern fandom culture and cringe culture. Oh, shut the f*** up, loser. Creator is a Trump who bailed the moment people called him out for being one. All the while your franchise hasn't been good since the first game and has an awful looking movie on the way. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't give a shit if the movie looked 10 times worse. I'd still be seeing it because I love Josh Hutcherson a lot, and it clearly looks like a bunch of people gave a crap about the project. FNAF somehow manages to represent the absolute worst of both indie and AAA gaming, and the only reason for its positive reputation is no, that's not it. That you are wrong. You do not get to decide why something has been positively received, dipshit. Also, I like this guy. Yo mama stinks. Thank you. Yeah, we didn't ask for your really drawn-out incorrect opinion. Invented microtransaction stores, invented cosmetic cancer, invented the battle pass. Why are Valve seen as the good guys in the industry again? I have no goddamn clue. They sure know how to make tons of money. Maybe it just has to do with their uniquely strange work culture, the way they operate, where everyone has to work on something or nothing will ever get done. We all thought that was cool for like an hour and a half, but now we've seen that we're never gonna get any other goddamn games from them. I kid, obviously, we got Half-Life Alyx and that was pretty sick. Maybe they're seen as the good guys in the industry because they just made really good games. Regardless of their microtransaction bull, they were the first to do it. Other companies copy the idea and do it significantly scummier as time goes on. Didn't I see a skin for Overwatch 2? Stupid that it's called that cost like $54? Like, yeah, Valve's definitely the worst of the worst when it comes to that. They found a great way to make money and other people made it way worse. I've got one. Who owns tech startup business lives in my apartment building. I call him asshole because he's the one guy in my building who won't say hello when he's passing by. Everyone else is really nice. See a trend posting on Twitter from an exact competitor to his business. Seems to be doing a lot better than his. Encounter him in an elevator with a date. Hey man, so I know you don't really like to chat with anybody around the building, but I was just wondering if you've heard about X company. They're trending really hard on Twitter, seem to have brought your idea to the public at a big scale. Back to the drawing board, I guess? Haha. He's seething with rage. Just as he's about to make his response, the elevator door closes, or excuse me, opens. It's my floor. I tell him, take care, and walk out. Good God, you murdered a guy in broad daylight. Be me, in the kitchen. See, little brother, he ripped a sugar packet open and just ate it. Confused. An idea pops in my head. Hey, little bro, want to take something sweeter than sugar? Okay, Anon. Hand him a bottle of vanilla extract. Tell him to smell it first. He takes a big gulp. Oh, you are the devil. That is so evil. Good Lord. Be me, struggling mentally, feeling lonely and hopeless. Worse than normal. Decide to reach out to a friend for help. Send a text asking if I can talk to her about something. 12 days, no reply. She's been online since. Mental health rapidly decreases. I hope she sees my text message soon. Are they the only person you can talk to? Nippon McDonald's posted an ad featuring a nuclear family. Americans instantly seething about it. The hell are their problems? Okay, I'm gonna burst your bubble on this one right now. No one gave a shit at all. That ad came out, and you want to know what happened? Nothing! Nothing happened, dude. No one cares. Oh, it's a little who gives a shit? No one gives. Oh my God, you people are lame. You're out there trying to get you can get a reaction from me. That's my job. That's what I'm supposed to do. Bait me all you want, bro. But no one really gave a shit at all. We're not out here going, they had a family. No one cares. Made in 18 months, in a cave with a box of scraps, been beating the crap out of every Bethesda game before or since, except for maybe Morrowind. How the hell did they do it? I have no idea how they did it. I mean, as far as the 18-month timeline, I feel like it just being built on top of Fallout, because they look the same for the most part. I feel like there was very few changes in that regard. I'm sorry, I don't know game development at all, but same engine, same models, all that fun stuff. You know, it probably made their lives slightly easier. Wait till guys find out why girls hug them over the shoulders. Will we ever find out what she meant by this? All right, you know what? I'm gonna keep an eye on this video in particular. If the top comment on this video is not one of the ladies telling us why, wait till guys find out why girls hug them over the shoulders. That had better be the top comment. Well, you better figure it out. I want to know, okay? Because I'm also kind of confused now. Be Minecraft Mob Vote 2023. Here's a game-changing feature that the crab would add to the game. And here's armor for wolves. They will still die in lava, and you'll never remove them from your home regardless. Immediately, Mahuckin? I can't read. Maheckin Reddit Chungus Wholesome 100 Doggo Armor. Games with crap cosmetics have poisoned the minds of children. They genuinely think make doggy look pretty is more important than add really useful feature. Oh, I get it. Why not just add all three? Dude, I've been asking the same question for a while. It's not like Minecraft is the second best-selling video game in human history and it's owned by one of the largest corporations on the planet. That's not enough. No. Sure, they do bring us plenty of good content for the most part. I mean, it takes a while to get to us, sure. I mean, the Cliffs and Caves update took what, a year and a half in total to be rolled out or something like that? But that was a huge update. However, I am actually pretty goddamn sick and tired of these mob votes. You have built all three of them. They're ready to go, for the most part. They usually show them in-game functioning and working and blah, blah, blah. I know there's more to it than that, but regardless, they are ready. Quit making us choose one, because if people want dog armor, cool. A really unique thing that was going to actually change the gameplay will never be added. Thank you for teasing us with something like that. Or the claw will come in, and all those people that wanted dog armor will literally never get it because you guys put it behind a vote for 3 mobs. Just put them in the game! Therapist seems to have no understanding of me and my problems and just wants me to socialize more. I have anxiety and avoid things, and these aren't major problems, or my major problems, excuse me. Official diagnoses are autism spectrum, ADHD, generalized anxiety disorder. There you go. Try to bring up my abusive mother, low self-esteem, childhood trauma from drug-addicted parents, or my anxiety issues, and she glosses over them with a, yeah, that's a thing, and moves on. First session seemed really positive, but she seemed more annoyed with me as time went on. I feel like this is a huge waste of time, but I'm a huge people pleaser, so I can't say no when she asked for another session. Last session, my therapist told me I'm completely wasting her time and should stop coming back. I can't be the only one who has these issues, right? No, you're not the only one. If there's one thing I've learned from my time getting therapy on and off over the years, of course, it's that you have to vibe with each other. You really do. And I don't mean you have to be best friends. You have to be comfortable with one another. There is a certain level of vibes you have to meet with that therapist. And you'll know within a session if it's really going to work out going forward for you. Sometimes you gotta bounce around until you find that person that, clicks with you and gets you and understands you. But this person doesn't sound like they're a super great therapist? At least from the way you're describing it. I don't know. Maybe it's exactly what she's supposed to do or what they're supposed to do. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anywho, yeah, I feel like it's pretty normal to bounce around to a few to find one that really fits with you. 300 years in the future. 45 outperforms most future weaponry. What did Todd mean by this? Be me, shopping at Walmart because I need new work shoes. Zoomer teen detaches from his little nerd group. I can't read it all. I saw herd and read nerd group. I'm an idiot. LOL, hey man, I'm looking for underwear for my daughter. What aisle's it in? Dude's not old enough to have a kid, but whatever, point out the aisle to him. Right before he walks off, I say, just so you know, I don't even work here. Whole group is snickering. Zoomer says, I know, you just look like someone who would know. Angry as hell for the rest of my shopping trip. What the hell did he mean by that? I think he insinuated that you're a predator, or you look like a predator, which, by the way, don't go around calling people that or insinuate. Don't do like that. Leave people the hell alone. Don't. Look, I'm already at that age where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pissed off at damn stupid kids and their little smart mouth. Well, leave me the hell alone, damn it. New Unity fee. All right, let's take a look here. So we got 28 million times 20 cents is $5.6 million. The industry is finally getting tired of indie devs being better than AAA, so they pulled this crap to effectively kill indie gaming. It was fun while it lasted. Rip-a-roni and cheese. Corporations are the bad. Even though science is advanced at a rate never seen before. Man, shut the hell up, okay? Even though humans are venturing into space. Even though, is about to unlock immortality. But trust me, corps are totally le bad. Yeah, they want you to be a slave. Dude, at the end of the day, that right there is a big enough reason for me not to like corporations in really any way, shape, or form. Some of them I can be a little bit peachier with, like, I like Valve because they make video games I like to play, like whatever. But you really out there telling me that Umbrella Corporation is in the right because they're advancing medical technology when they're really creating zombies and ending the world every 5 minutes? Don't give me that fucking shit, dude. No, even though science has advanced at a rate never seen before. And hidden behind a paywall. You live in the United States, Anon? I imagine you do. What happens when you break your leg? Do you have mommy's insurance still? Or do you go bankrupt when you need to get it fixed? Don't give me that fucking bullshit like you know a damn thing.